Alright, so I just want to quickly go through some lights because it gets darker around the winter and it's always terrible. Um, so, over the years, I bought loads of lights, lots of different lights for the bike, uh, and 90% of them tend to just die out, blow up, get lost, damage, always. Um, and it's annoying because you spend a lot of money on lights. So what I wanted to do was I just wanted to make a video so it saves people uh, money, and from my personal experience, what I think the best ones are. Uh, so there's like two different types of lights that um, there are and about, and that I find a lot of people using. Either they're the LED types, which is that sort of one, or it's the lumens, which is the green one. So out of these two, um, the good thing about this is they're bright, but they're too bright. And if you're riding around and someone's got these ones, they tend to blind you. So you have to point them on the floor. But just don't buy them. Just don't buy them. Don't buy the green, because not only do they burn bright, but they will waste your battery, and they tend to die quickly. So that's based on what I've found personally. These ones, they're alright. I wouldn't go to the pound shop and get these ones because there's no seals on them. There's 5 LEDs. Sometimes they don't work when you test them out. I don't think this one works. Which can be a waste of money. Recently I found that the white lights, which is the front one, aren't for sale in a lot of shops, and they're more expensive than the red lights. Based on my experience, I found that personally, it says these ones, which say, doesn't have to be the same one, but they're Carson ones. They're not always branded, but this style of light, it's a waterproof light, and it's got like 2 batteries in it, and it's got 1 LED. So I always use these ones now. From out of all the years that I've bought loads of lights, these are personally I found the best ones. So I use more than one. I have 4 on the front and the back. So what tends to happen to a lot of lights is sometimes you run out of batteries and you don't know. That's why you need more than one. Sometimes let's say you hit a bump, and that can send a shock to the light itself, which move the battery, and then it'll switch off. So that's another reason to have it. It just might be that someone might not see one, depending on the angle they're at as well. And when you're out at night, people don't tend to see anyone unless they've got a light on them. But what I found with these ones is sometimes because no light's perfect, so what I found with these is sometimes they would come out, even though they're sealed in pretty well. I've loosened that, but even though they're sealed pretty well, I found that they would always break off the rubber part. This rubber part isn't very good as well. So I made my own one, which is that. So far it's been pretty good. And having two separate lights is much better than having two LEDs in one, using one cell. All because, like I said, the battery can get damaged, or the bump, or you might not see one light. It could be that you could have water damage on one. Even though they're waterproof, you never know, just because like sometimes the seals can wear away. So this one's pretty good because it's got an elasticated strap on it, so I can put it on my leg or my arm or something like that. And this is like made of leather, and at the back, rather than having a plastic thing, I just put a washer on it, and then screwed it in with a bit of Loctite. So far it's been good, but the winter hasn't started yet, so I've got to see how long they last for. So if anyone is getting a light, I'd recommend like the single LED lights, but buy more than one. These cost around they ranged from about £1.50 to about £5, depending on where they're from. If they're from China, then it's cheaper. If they're from England, then they're cheaper. If the red one's cheaper than the white one. So yeah, personally, just because I think in the long run it'll save money. It'll save money because it's one LED running from two cells per LED, and you don't have to do the same as me. You can make your own thing. Sometimes if you don't have, like, if this, because it's just held by that, you can use a zip tie, so it's permanently fixed, and then cut it off and put it back on, or like a bit of wire and then just tie it on, because it's rubber doesn't last long. Rubber just doesn't last long. I'm hoping that these will last long, because yeah, it's annoying when you lose lights as well, because at the end of the day it's your life, and someone could like clip you, because there's a lot of stupid people out on the road, not just people who drive, people who cycle, people who walk. Everyone's stupid on the road. That's just the way the road is, and you just have to be wary of everyone. And hopefully if you do buy lights, and two LED lights are better than two LED lights that are together. So yeah, also I use this. I've still this is just like, if these lights fail me, they can hopefully always see like the one on the head, which is the highest part of the body. So I have 4 lights on the back, which is the red ones. Then I have 4 lights on the front, but I don't switch them all on because I can visually see these lights, so I just switch on 2 of them, because they won't switch off, and there's 2 of them, and I think people can see more of the helmet from the front than they can from the back. Yeah, if you are going to buy the lights, don't buy these ones. Even if you don't want to buy the same ones as these, you just buy the ones with a single LED and not the lumens, because the lumens tend to blind people and they die out quicker than the actual LEDs. So that's what the LEDs look like, and some people list the lumens as LEDs. So just be wary of which lights you buy, and make sure it's not like a bulb. This one's got a bulb in it. So anyway, hope everyone's safe for the winter and preparing themselves. So that's it really. Take care.